Welcome again everybody to another vacuum mandate video. Today on the channel we've decided to do the second part for this Miele that Carl had probably about 3 years ago, wasn't it, mate? This one is quite a unique Miele because this one is
a bagless one.
A bagless Miele. Now before Miele come out with bagless machines, they were famous for their monster suction and also their high quality bags that used to come with their machines. And still today, I still believe that the Miele bags are probably the best, still the best on the market. Slightly better than Siebel bags, and they we found really thick. Don't let a lot of dust out of them. And today we've decided, and incredibly since then, you know, Miele's also come out with, after changing over the years, they've also now come out with a stick vac, don't they? But a cordless stick vac. So really we're just going to focus on this machine today. I do believe that from about this model particular onwards, this is when Miele started to reducing some of the features and maybe cost cutting, like all companies are doing on their construction and features. Because if you want to buy one of these today, this one, there was basically a few of these models available in the UK. They had a standard version, they had the animal version, which was a red one with a turbine tool.
Still sell those.
They do, and also they did one. This was the one with a comfort handle.
Yes.
And this comfort handle now is not available on any Miele at all that we're aware of in the UK now.
No, sell that one.
Yeah, that's a different one. This one was a nice feature that they used to have. When you compare a Miele to say a Henry, they are very similar in the way that they are about. They've got the similar sort of HEPA style fabric bags. We're talking about the normal standard bags, but the main difference that a Miele has over a Henry is they've got the power settings. Now these power settings have been around for many years, and then later on, as technology went on, they basically give you the power settings on the handle. Now, when you think about when you're doing a full house clean and you want to sort of like do your floor, then you want to vacuum your curtains off, maybe your windowsill, maybe in between your chairs, and maybe on the side units as well. The power settings are actually a very good feature. So so we've had this one from new.
That means dust in that one.
It is. Yeah, so we've had this one from new. This machine's been been one of the machines that when he got his very first Miele, I think, which was the Revolution, which was the power head, the very famous one with a power head. The next one on the hit list for him was to get a bagless Miele, and it does have some quite unique features on it. So it has 4 casters on the side, because obviously to help steer it.
Yeah, these things are still heavy.
This one is quite a heavy machine, isn't it? Still, and it is.
It's got the air wheels on these too.
Oh yeah.
It's got the air wheels. I think the cheaper ones don't have them.
Yeah. So this one actually is a 1200 watt model.
The new ones don't have them.
At the time, this one was come out or was produced originally before the 900 watt rule come in, but it was still available to buy once they reduced it. So what Miele basically did was,
got all the dust on that thing.
All these 1200 watt models got reduced, but actually to me this was the best one, because the 900 watt model never come with this handle, which is a shame that they've discontinued that feature on it. It also, if you look at the floorhead,
and it don't go with power heads anymore.
This is the Ecotech Plus. Pretty good head really, isn't it? If you look at the bottom of it, reminds you a little bit like the Henrys, because they're practically made by the same German company. So what we're going to do now, we're just going to go through some of the features if you haven't seen this one for quite a while. So it does literally steer any way you want. It's not back and forward, it's left, right. You know, it could do a little dance really, this thing, if it really wanted to, couldn't it? The Miele maneuver, patent pending.
No.
Yeah, so this is the Miele Blizzard CX1 Comfort Powerline. It also does have, Miele's do have some of the best cable rewinds still on the market, and they still, I mean, you can get a Miele 10 years old, and and when you compare them with like
we don't want to get one of the older versions. One is going to get a pneumatic motor on them.
Yeah, you know, this plug here, if you look at this, does remind me a little bit like the newer style Henry plugs on the Henry. It also does have a filter clean function. So what we'll do now, we'll plug this one in and we'll let Kyle do the filter clean function before we give it a go.
I'm showing how dirty the filter is now.
Right. So he has used this one quite a few times. We do occasionally wash the filter.
I didn't wash the filter at all.
Yeah, well,
but we probably will do it in a minute. Probably do it today maybe.
Yeah, you're using it sparsely. You do house cleans with this one.
I do want to wash the filter on this thing.
This is when we fancy a change to the usual setup. The Miele's are the Miele's are one of the ones that he likes to get out.
And this goes right through.
Oh yeah.
The motor right into the other filter. You can't get.
So also as well with the cycling, the way it works, it spins around here and comes out. So
if they got no screen on it and stop the bigger particles and it dust going in there.
Have you ever had stuff over the screen?
Yes.
Little bit?
Yeah.
Not as bad as those really cheap ones you get, can you?
No, you do get if dust caked on that screen.
You do you?
Yeah. But you scrape it out. Comes out too.
But the way the screen is set, see, normally on these cheap ones, the screen's that way, isn't it? Yeah. So basically all the dust...
It even got a screen in there too.
Yeah. Most of the dust comes out the bottom. When you got the really cheap ones, they're that way down, actually in with the dust. So this is actually a separate compartment, which reduces the amount of dust on it.
You do get knots on that screen. That's I think the pre-bath screen.
Right.
That's where all the dust gets stuck in over there too, into the bin, into the thing.
So it is quite a nice, you know, it does still look quite fresh, this one, really, when you look at it. It's a nice white colour with the black.
It does get scratched up a bit.
Yeah.
But scratch on it.
We've actually done commercial cleaning on this one, didn't we, when you first had it? Remember we vacuumed the big hole out, didn't we?
What hole?
We went to that party. And when you took it to that family party thing, Pete was asking like, "Oh, where'd you get that? How much is that one?" You know, they were quite intrigued with it because it was quite a unique.
You see, it's got a bit of scratch. It's got a scratch on it too.
So what we'll do now, we'll just run through the cleaning. This is one of the reasons why Carl likes this machine, is the way that it cleans the filter on it.
But it don't clean that good.
It reminds him of the old the industrial dust extractors.
No, it reminds me. You know that on a Hoover, the Hoover thing is not released in the UK, the Maytag.
Right.
Maytag's got what's going on. It cleans the filter all the time.
Yeah.
And it does extractors too. So there you are. You can also hold the button down.
So that's comfort clean.
You can also hold that button down. It turns on the Hoover too.
So what it's basically doing is the little cogs is flicking out all the dust from the filter, isn't it? So it's like so that's basically what it does. So you're supposed to do that once every month in it or something.
Now it sucks dust back into the filter.
and then it switches itself
No,
off.
and you can also do this. I think you, I turns on the Hoover and I hold that down. Push that again. You do that again, and that means you don't have to use this control if you want to. You just push that button and turns it on.
So,
The battery goes in the mode control. You still turn on the Hoover.
alright,
You
yeah,
just
we
hold
turn
it
it on
down
there.
the button.
So this one is still made in, it says Miele quality, made in Germany. I think some of the bottom, the lesser ones now aren't actually made in Germany.
You still can turn it on for that button there. Because this button don't do anything. It just turns on onto the special mode, the standby mode. And as you push that button,
So what we got here on the handle is you've got your power button. So this basically controls it.
That's it on that.
And then you can reduce the power on the handle look. So you've got like a curtain setting. This is why, you know, a lot of people still make Miele's really. You've got your rug setting. That's your carpet, isn't it?
Yeah, still
And then that is your hard floor setting. So actually the hard floor setting, and I mean look, that's 1200 look. I can already move, I can't even pull that thing up. It's so powerful that you can already control it. You can take the left end of this one, and it's, you know, this one's more like how it should be.
Even on the newer ones on that too.
This one also came with, this one also did come with the parquet floor XL.
It did come with this one.
So it come with that one. So it's got a few tools.
That one.
And where's the one from the other one? There's the normal size one, look. So this is the one that come with the other one, look. Here's another Miele we had, the small one, look. So you can see the difference in size. Look, that one comes with a really big one.
And that's just a turbo tow I bought for it. That's just a turbo tow I bought for it. Don't hardly work at all.
Yeah, this one was used. I think his other Miele spins it better, to be honest with you, doesn't it?
Kind of.
So we'll just switch this one on now. You want to give that a little demo with the turbine tool? What with the
What one?
So what we'll do now, we'll get this one set up for a pickup demo. This turbine tool is the older style one. They have got a newer one with a screen on the front, but this one is in between the lower wattage ones and the higher wattage ones. So this is not like the 2000 watt old ones they used to have.
No,
this is a 1200. So I do believe the 1200 cat and dog did come with this turbine tool, didn't it? Pretty sure, I can't really remember now.
I think it comes with the other one,
The one with the glass screen on,
yeah.
like the one with the screen on the front. But it does push it quite well.
I think this might be a. I think it is a make.
Yeah, this will work.
Yeah, I think it's a visual work.
So this one generally.
I think it's a visual work.
So this one generally, we're just going to do a quick pickup demo with this one with the turbine tool on.
But you have that angle, this
and
one.
then we're going to do one without the turbine tool. So we're going to put it on the max then.
It's on max, ready. Yeah, have to do a certain angle. Have to do a certain angle. So you have to do it at a certain angle.
Alright.
This is what the Hoover Nass, that means that the carpet vibes all facing the area. There we are. That's good stuff.
Pretty much goes through that lot, doesn't it?
Even just These things are good. There we are. It's alright, you know, somebody makes it cleaner better, but it's only turbine thing, it just got that any. I'm still dust living in there.
Well, it's done a pretty good job, that one, mate, isn't it? It's a good turbo there. Yeah, this turbo now is pretty temperamental, really. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, does it?
Yeah,
It's,
the cushions inside.
I've stripped it all down and greased it and all this lot.
That's on the vent still yeah.
So you have got your vent. So what we'll do now, we'll set up a...
It's actually spin to same with the vents open too.
So what we'll do now, we'll set up for a standard clean. We'll put some more roll oaks down. So what Miele have done over the years, as they've like reduced the power in their vacuums, they actually have changed their heads as well. So this one's called the Ecotech Plus. So obviously before that you had like 1600 watt to 2000
yeah,
watt.
one of those heads on there.
Yeah, you had 1600 watt to 2000 watt like vacuums, and obviously by tweaking the fans on it and making, sorting the windings out and making them run a lot faster, they've actually sort of like managed to get around the problem, which is, was it just laziness of the company? So I don't know. So we'll just get this one quick push up on the standard mode.
There is some carpet mode.
So we're on the carpet mode.
Still quite hard, I think.
It's still quite hard to push, isn't it? But you have got the power settings on this one, though, haven't you? So unlike a Henry, you have to
you don't have the little anti-shock band underneath.
Anti-shock band. There's no wires at all in this.
The head makes an extra that goes through the metal tube. That's cool.
Yeah, that one there has got a battery in there with a RF in it. It's got an RF signal for the making the thing work.
Is the anti-static?
So it's not dangerous. Those handles aren't dangerous.
Yeah,
it's just like say having this remote control on the end of your vacuum. Really works the same.
And these heads do skip. You have to push these things forward and you can't push them backwards. You kind of skip. See, and skip. Skip your new heavy heads. Your heavy heads. Skip something.
So as you can see, it does skip a little bit, but it is a lot of it to do with the suction on the thing, isn't it?
I do think the suction might not.
Thing, isn't it?
I do think the suction might not. Yeah. But it's not tougher. I think I'll go with 40 miles. Even more easy than the car back
So as you can see, the turbine head actually is far more efficient.
That's just like it's spinning around there.
Oh yeah.
Cycling, and that's like that in the bin.
So, it is always good if you buy a Miele and you don't like the cat and dog, it's just to buy the actual turbo head separate, because they're about £40–45 on top. And if you get that, if that was say half price, and it was I don't know, say £100 cheaper than the cat and dog, you may as well just buy that one and then buy a turbine head separately.
If you go behind the back and watch it go in. Big platform coming.
Do you hear that? Yeah, we did do some quite awkward stuff today, friend, to be honest, yeah.
See a little shovel.
So as you can see, after this little bit of vacuum out, dusty it is in there now.
It's called the turbine tool, I think it is.
Yeah, because it's like
shredding it.
It's shredded it down. So it's a nice little vacuum to have. It is a lot more clunkier.
Now you have to clean that bin out.
That's right. It is a lot more clunkier than, say, your bagged version, mind you. It does have, like I say, it does swivel like that. So unlike a Henry, where you go around the corner and the thing tips over, that is one of the biggest gripes of a Henry. Dyson tried to use the ball on their cylinder vacuums to compensate and stop them from falling over, and then they brought that one out that tips over and topples itself back up the right way. But the Miele version, it generally won't fall over in general,
Except
will
when
it?
it lifts it up.
Yeah, because it basically, you know, it basically goes all different ways, which was probably a far simpler way of doing it. I think Carl said it's got the air-filled tires in it. So these vacuums are very good for cars as well, because so when you do a car interior, to actually have all the power settings on the handle is very handy. I think like Performance Reviews used to like using the Miele's as his bench vac, didn't he? When he used to do the repairs in the shop, he always used to have that. He used to just switch it on the handle and say, "Oh yeah, quick, going over and done with."
But I think he's still using them.
Yeah, I think he still does, but he is a bit of a fanboy, isn't he, as they call it, a Miele fanboy, isn't he?
I think he do use it.
Yeah. So, you know, it's a nice little vacuum to have, you know, and it does get used quite often. It is one of his favourites, actually, out of all the Miele's, actually, because it's different, and it's got the comfort handle.
Found one on the floor.
So, yeah, so thanks for watching. Please subscribe to Vacuum Man 8, and I'll see you again on the next video. And bye for now. What do you say now, mate?
Bye.